I'm glad you stopped in. This is going to be a first video in a series of new videos I plan on doing that talk about my transition in a little bit more detail and a little more in depth in hopes that it will help other people. That being said, I often get a lot of questions that revolve around my life prior to transition. And in those questions, often there's a lot of insinuation. That insinuation being that my life must have been miserable or terrible, or I must have been severely unhappy, or there was some kind of trauma, or something that triggered a reason to transition. Otherwise, why would I have transitioned? The reality is that no, none of those actually fit. And I didn't have any of those things. Now, I can't speak for the rest of the trans community, but I'm willing to bet there's a lot of other trans people out there who have transitioned that didn't have a miserable or terrible or a severely unhappy or traumatic life prior to them making the decision to go forth in their transition or their journey. That being said, my life prior to transition was great. I was successful. I owned a ranch with 10 acres. I had my wife and kids. I had my close family. I was a community leader. I had a military career. I owned 2 businesses. So I was a business leader too. I had a lot of things going for me and I was happy. My family made me very happy. But the way I describe it when people do ask me about those things and they get confused about the fact that I wasn't some traumatized person is that my life was like building a 1,000 piece puzzle every single day. And every single day I'd put that puzzle together throughout the day, and I'd get close to the end of the day and the puzzle would be nearly finished. And as I finished that puzzle, I started noticing that there were a lot of pieces missing. And although I was happy and successful and had a lot of things going for me, I wasn't whole. I wasn't whole at all. There were so many pieces missing in the puzzle. And although I can see what the picture is supposed to look like, I can look at the cover of the puzzle and say, yep, that's pretty close, but those pieces were still missing, and that weighs on you over time. Although I was very happy and very successful and had lots of things going for me prior to transition, post-transition, I'm even happier. I didn't realize then what I know now, that you could achieve a level of happiness like this, but you can. The happiness that I feel today, despite losing a lot of those things I mentioned prior, is beyond what I could possibly comprehend 5 years ago. It makes it worth it. So if you're a trans person who is struggling with the idea that transitioning may ruin your life or may cause problems for you or is not going to be what you thought it was going to be, I'm here to tell you that it will be. The happiness that you will achieve when your life is finally whole is beyond anything you could possibly comprehend. I hope this has helped. I hope this story has helped people understand trans people a little bit better. And if it has, give it a like, give me a follow.